Methods of English at Primary Level. Chapter 4. Teacher Preparation and Planning. Introduction. Failing to plan is planning to fail. For successful transaction in the classroom, the teacher has to plan and prepare for it. Before going for transaction of a unit, the teacher should read the entire unit thoroughly and identify the possible discourses. She should prepare a detailed unit period plan in the suggested format. She should prepare period-wise interactive questions in advance. Children's responses should be elicited and written on the board. This activity should help the children in generating the language. Hence, the teacher has to prepare ample questions for each period. After completion of teaching, she shall note the reflections in the plan. The reflections should include the performance of the children, the suitability of the process followed in the class, planning development of a plan for instruction of entire unit is a professional exercise. Lot of thinking in reference of source books is required. It is a developmental exercise and the output can be improved year after year based on the experience and reflection. Period-wise notes and interactive questions. In this part of the plan, the teacher can write down the questions that are required for interaction at various stages of classroom transactions such as picture interaction, oral performance of the learners, reading, discourse construction and editing. The teacher has to refer the handbook for detailed transaction process and frame relevant questions to help the students in generating language. The notes must be added on things too. The existing information given in the textbooks. At no point teacher should copy the questions from the textbooks. Teacher should develop thought-provoking questions and questions on higher order thinking skills well in advance to enable the children think and participate in the classroom interaction. The required information pertaining to the topic must be collected from various sources and shall be written under teacher notes. The teacher has to keep a bound notebook and allot about 15 to 20 pages for a unit and maintain for 2 or 3 years continuously with additions of important notes every year. The teacher has to focus on the recent developments in the subject, specific areas and update the notes and discuss the same in the classrooms. Teacher professionalism and professional development will be reflected by the nature of her planning. Teacher can also collect and note quotations, riddles, articles, humorous incidents etc. to make the class lively. Period-wise notes on children's performance. This part of the plan is intended for continuous assessment. The teacher can note down the names of students whose performance is at the desired level. These notes will help the teacher to Assess the children performance for awarding marks and grades in formative assessment. Period-wise notes on teacher's reflections. Teacher has to reflect on the effectiveness of the teaching and learning. What steps went well and the extent of children participation in their attainment of language competencies for future transaction. The teachers should share their experiences in staff meetings and in other meetings.